In May of 2026, my wife gave me the best gift ever. We took an ancestry tour through Monacilioni, Italy, which is where my family came from. Monacilioni is in a geologically unstable area which causes landslides, most recently in 1918 and 1962.
Mirella from Southern Italy Travels was our genealogist, historian, and tour guide, as well as our translator. She was spectacular. This was an unforgettable experience.
The name Monacilioni in Latin comes from the word monk and lion. So there is a legend over this monk who was the founder of the town, who came here and built the first church. And probably he was attacked by a lion, which is totally unlikely that would happen in Monacilioni, but this is the legend. And so the name came from Monacilioni. Mona, monk, Ciglioni, lion. So I have found an old photo of your family, and I shared this photo with the locals, and he said that looking at this photo, he recognized the house the portal that you can see in this photo, and based on that he understands who your family is related to. So he's saying that he remembers where your family, your great-grandfather lived. We're talking about Tommaso, who was born in 1890. So Tommaso was born in 1890 and he left from Monacilioni in 1903 on the vessel named Montevideo. And he knows, based on the photo I showed him, exactly where they lived. And he told me that he knows that they had an olive mill, an olive press. In Italy there exists this huge olive press made in stone with which they will produce the extra virgin olive oil. So that was their occupation. They were olive oil producers. And it was a wealthy family because the olive oil gave enough money to survive. Not rich, but they were doing
Perché
well.
mio padre ha visto la foto e quelle foto a quell'epoca le avevano solo le famiglie ovviamente benestanti, eppure via San Paolo c'erano famiglie benestanti che vivevano lì. Era la strada principale. Grazie.
And at City Hall, they were able to show us the handwritten records of Tommaso's birth.
In front of me, I have Costanza Monaco was the midwife. So the midwife went to register the birth. She declares that the baby was born in via San Paolo, number 55, from Angela Iosue. Come si pronuncia Iosue? Iosue.
Così è l'accento.
Farmer, wife to Michele Iosue, farmer, both living in Monacilioni. The baby was given the name Tommaso.
Really cool.
So this is how I'm able to find the address of the house and understand where they live. Then I checked the birth records of all the siblings and they were all born in the same house.
She was also able to find the marriage certificate between Angela Iosue and Michele Arcangelo Iosue, who happened to have the same last name and lived just houses apart from each other, but were not related. And they are Jeremy's great-great-grandparents.
And this is the chapel of Santa Reparata. And here they keep the body, which is the actual body of the patron saint of the town, which is Santa Benedetta. And they're going to celebrate it this weekend, by the way. They're going to have the largest celebration they have in Monacilioni. They have a street food festival, which is over there. Sagra della Soppressata. Soppressata is a salami, a cured meat, typical of this town.
And because of the landslides, an already small population of 2,800 people shrank to around 400 or 500 people today. So because of that, there are no real restaurants or inns in the area. So the Historical Society and all the locals got together and cooked sandwiches and pasta al forno and soppressata and made food for us and desserts for us. And we spent the rest of the day talking and reminiscing about family and food and fun.
I like the chocolate. And I like the super twister.
What did you learn how to do in Italian Sign Language?
Say yummy.
The Historical Society also took us to see the important monuments, including the tribute to the immigrants. And as you can see on the wall behind the statue, all of the countries where the people from Monacilioni left to find a better life are listed. It was really interesting to see Venezuela listed first. When the Iosue family left Monacilioni, they left family members in charge of sending the money back to the United States after the properties were sold. So interestingly, the family members that were left behind to do so were Ramon's family, and he was the owner of the cafe that hosted us. And then by chance, as we were leaving Monacilioni, we run into this gentleman whose family actually purchased the old Iosue family home. Today, that property is in ruins because that entire area was impacted by the landslides. At least we were able to take a picture and see where it was.
We were leaving Monacilioni. We saw the rainbow and we loved it a lot.